Good morning, guys, and welcome to Kingfish Outdoors. My name's Chris, and I'm going to be taking you along on my fishing adventure today. We're at a power plant outflow in the middle of winter where year-round warm water will push out from the power plant and pull in a bunch of fish. We're going to be targeting largemouth bass. Let's see what we can find. I brought two setups with me today, one spinning and one casting. On my spinning rod, I've got this topwater spook ready to roll. This has gotten a lot of fun blow-ups this winter. And on my bait caster, I've got a little Texas rig with a bandito bug. Let's see if we can get a bite on either of these. All right, up first, we're gonna try the topwater spook. This bait has been getting a lot of fun blow-ups, especially when it's a little bit colder and overcast like it is today. So maybe we'll get lucky. Gonna chuck it out there. Just gonna walk the dog all the way back. Topwater fishing is so much fun. Even if you're not catching anything, getting to interact with the lure and imagine what might be down there is really fun. Let the ripples go away. I'll get a look at it. Just gonna start walking that dog again. Get that nice back and forth motion, and then pause. And usually they'll hit it on the pause. A fish. Let's see if we'll come back for it. It's always when you're looking the other direction. Oh my goodness. Here they come. Oh, damn it, missed him again. Today is just not our day. So right over there, you can see that little bit of white water coming out? That is the power plant outflow. That pumps out the hot water that all these fish are attracted to. Now, I have tried going over there before, but unfortunately, the water's so shallow it makes it impossible to fish. Most of the fish tend to hang out further down near the mouth of the river anyway. All right, we are at the same spot, but a different angle. We are gonna try the same battle plan with the topwater spook being our first lure we'll throw. See if we can find some aggressive fish that are ready to smack it. And if we don't get any fish that way, we'll switch it up to the Texas rig, a little something more subtle. All right, got it chucked out there, and we're gonna walk the dog. Get it real big, slow turns. It blows my mind that these fish will hit topwater in the dead of winter, but with the power plant water coming out up there, it pretty much stays an 80-degree temperature year-round. So tons of fish will actually push up from the Potomac River up into this outflow every winter. It's a very popular fishing spot for that reason. Pretty pressured, so you do have to throw almost everything in your tackle box to see what works. But this spook has been pretty effective. Hopefully we can get another fish on it today. That'd be very exciting. Those topwater blow-ups are always so much fun, get my heart racing. Right, nothing on that side, but I feel like this direction is where they're all hanging out right now. I should drag it right over the top of where they're hanging out. Let's try medium tempo. You really just gotta experiment with a bunch of different lures and retrieval methods until you find something that works, especially in pressured areas. One more cast right over across the mouth of this little creek here. Yeah, there we go. Take this one nice and slow. Letting it settle, letting the ripples cool off. Let's get some slack out. We're gonna start walking. Looks like we picked up a little piece of grass or something. Dang, it's gonna mess up our whole cast. Have a stick stuck on there. Dang. Messed up our whole deal there. Let's try it one more time. Hopefully I didn't spook every fish just now by reeling it in. Let it cool off for a second. And we're rolling. No bites on the spook. We might have to switch it up to something a little smaller, but that shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Let's give that Texas rig a throw. All right, guys, we are taking a short break to enjoy our strawberry Pop-Tart here under the footbridge. Comment down below, what's your favorite snack to take on fishing trips with you? Anyway, the tale of spot number 1 was botched hook sets. I had multiple fish chewing on my Texas rig and just failed to get a good hook into them. I'm still a little bit newer to using a bait caster. I think that could be a good reason why. Another thing I thought maybe could help is I noticed that my hook is coming out of the bait pretty high up, and that can cause some short strikes on smaller fish. So I think I'm gonna switch to a little bit of more of a wide gap hook to see if that helps at all. I will see you on the other side. All right, guys, we couldn't get any more luck at spot number 1. It's probably fished out for the time being. So I'm gonna give that area a break and try fishing here at spot number 2 by this underpass. Usually there's a lot of fish around here, so let's see if we can hook up into one. I also changed hooks on my Texas rig, so hopefully that'll give us a better hookup ratio. Let's give it a try. Check this out, you guys. I see several worms and hooks in this tree that we could probably salvage and use for ourselves. Let's see if we can grab them. Oh, this one will be easy. Wrapped right around that twig. Wow, I wonder how that happened. There we go. Worm and hook number 1. Let's get the other one. This one up here. We're probably gonna have to use some fishing pole shenanigans to get. All right. Wrapped around up there. All right, let's see if I can get this thing. All right, we needed both hands, but we got it. Worm and hook number 2. And while I was grabbing that, I noticed a little something down here. I think that might be a spinnerbait. Let's see if I can grab it without falling in the water. There we go. Spinnerbait. Ooh, and the hook is still sharp. It's usable. All right, we didn't get any bites under the overpass, but we did find some cool fishing lures. I find treasure almost every time I come out fishing here in the DMV. It seems like people are just losing their lures left and right. So maybe I'll include some footage in this video of some other lures I found. We're headed to our last new spot of the day. This is a really cool area because it's a little bit secret. It looks like it's closed off when you first approach, but as you come around, you can see there's actually a little place for fishermen to sneak down here and get some river access. All right, we're doing a little bit of urban exploration. Gonna see what kind of fishy spots we might find down here by the canal. I've caught some decent fish back here before. I'll probably include some clips here of that. Let's see if we can't get some fresh catches for today. Wow, the brush has really grown in. It's pretty thick here. I bet you that drain will have some fish in it. Right along the bank. Whew, there we go. That's a nice fish. All right, we're not gonna lose this guy. It's real slick down there, so I don't really want to walk all the way down. But it's probably safe for me to drag him right up to me. I was messing with the GoPro during the fight. Wasn't sure if I was recording or not, but damn, that's a fatty. Whew. He was barely hooked. But look at that fish. I'd reckon maybe 2.5 pounds. That's a football. All right. Let's get a little weight on this fish for the sake of the vid. Here's my fish scale. Turn it on, level it out, hook it right underneath the lip. .67. That was pretty close. Caught some good fish in that size class here at this spot. Oh, that is a beautiful bass. This is a great first fish of the day after we missed so many hook sets earlier today. All right, let's let this baby go. All right, one last look at that fish. Whew, that is a nice one. And so that way we don't have to slip down into the mud ourselves. We're just gonna let this fish slide on in. What a dramatic exit. Believe it or not, that was actually the first fish I caught on this new setup that my beautiful girlfriend Natalie got me for Christmas. My first ever bait caster. Whew, broke it in with a pretty solid fish. That one goes out to you, baby. We're at this little tree that overhangs the water. I've caught some fish here before, but man, it is treacherous to stand here because of how steep it is. So we're gonna take a couple casts, but we'll make it quick because the last thing we need today is to bust our butt after having worked so hard to catch a nice fish. I really like the cover of that tree. So if you can skip something up underneath it, or drag a top water spook, or like a jerk bait through there, oh man, you can get hammered by some big fish. You're good. They love it up underneath that tree. That's a good spot right there. All right, number 2 for the bandito bug. That's pretty nice. Check that out, guys. Number 2. About the same size. Got him up underneath the bridge instead of under the tree like I expected. But still, really nice fish. He's feisty too. All right, let's see if we can't get a nice chuck back in the water. All right. Today's turning out pretty productive. All right, guys, I am going to call it a wrap for today's outing, but I would call it a success. I was a little discouraged this morning when we got so many bites that we weren't able to hook into, but we recovered in the afternoon, managed to land 2 really nice largemouth bass, about 2.5 pounds each. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and stay tuned for more. If you interact with it, you know that this video is going to get served to more people who love the outdoors just like you and I, so stay tuned for the next one. Pretty nice one. Honestly, the best one I've ever gotten. Right here at the creek mouth. Let's get a little weight on this guy. Let's see, we're about to weigh it.